Every single Fiverr seller should be using custom offers every chance they get. In today's video, we talk about why and how to start using custom offers more often and more effectively. That's right, today we're talking about everything custom offers, and as always, I'll be your guide for this Fiverr journey. My name is Joel Young. I'm a top-rated seller and one of Fiverr's all-time top earners on Fiverr as DJ Young. I'm a voice actor, I'm a video creator, I'm an animator, I'm a lot of different things. I call myself a promotions ninja, meaning that I've grown to do almost anything that my customers need over the years and have been able to build not only a business on Fiverr, but a lifestyle. And here on this channel, we teach you how to be the best Fiverr seller you can possibly be so that you can achieve the lifestyle and the work that you want, however that looks. I know it's different for everybody. For me, I wanted to travel and have a lifestyle that allowed me to be wherever I wanted and do my work. I wanted to work on my own terms at the times I wanted to work. Fiverr gave me all of that, and I know that a lot of you are seeking the same thing from your work life. So if you're looking to go deeper than this content that we have here on YouTube, join us over on Patreon. It's patreon.com/DJ Young. That's my Fiverr username. And for just a gig a month, less than 1 gig a month, if you grow by 1 gig a month, then you've paid for it already. You can join in on these conversations on a deeper level, get access to our Q&A videos. You can interact with me, submit questions and comments, and have real life dialogue. We're even going to start looking into specific sellers' gig pages and offering tips and advice. It's going to grow. It's going to be awesome. It's the place to be if you're serious about selling on Fiverr and want to go to that next level. So make sure you join me there, patreon.com/DJ Young. And like I said, today we're going to be talking about custom offers. Now, in my business today, this is a huge part of how we interact with customers and how we actually close sales. You know, we talk about that a lot here at our team at Jumpstart Video, is how do we close these conversations and turn them into sales? And one of the most effective ways to do that is by using custom offers. And if you're not using custom offers every single day in your conversations with potential buyers, then you're missing out on a huge opportunity. Just telling people to go purchase or answering their questions is not enough. Custom offers are your way to give them something that is tailor-made for them, that looks ready to go. It's one button push easy. They don't have to figure anything out, and they can go directly to the checkout page and get started in the fastest way possible. So today we're going to talk about what a custom offer is, how to use it, and some tactics around using it to close sales. So the first thing we're going to talk about is what a custom offer is, because if you're new to selling, you might not even know that. So here's the gist. There are 2 ways for a potential buyer to purchase something from you as a seller. The first way is what we call on our team a direct order. That means that someone has gone to your Fiverr profile page or gig page, and they have found the service that they want from you, and they have clicked order now on your gig page. That goes, it starts the order right from there. Nothing else they need to do. They go through the checkout process, they fill in your requirements, and it's added to your queue. That's what we call a direct order. They order right off your gig page. And the second way that people can place an order is by you sending them what's called a custom offer through the Fiverr message inbox. Now, this is normally as the result of a conversation. Maybe someone has reached out with a question. You've had a conversation with them, talk to them about your service, what you offer, how you offer it, and you've sent them a custom offer, which is essentially a Fiverr invoice. That's the way I look at it. It's an invoice for the specific service they need, maybe with a specific turnaround time and details included, some special pricing because there's some complexity, whatever it is. This is really where we do the majority of our business. If I were to break it down, I would say that 75% of our orders come from custom offers, and probably 25 come from direct orders, meaning people place them right off the website. And I know there's a statistic buried in the analytics somewhere for that. I just don't have it off the top of my head because it's not that important. So know that, first and foremost, if you didn't know that, that function is available to you, and it's something that you should be taking advantage of every single day. Now, we like to use custom offers as often as possible because it creates a more direct path. There's less friction through the purchasing process. If you're having a conversation with someone and you have to say, yeah, go ahead and go back to the gig page, figure out how many gigs you want, order the right package, click order now, fill out the stuff, and it'll come back to me. You might lose someone in that process or through the complexity of that process, even though it's already pretty easy. If you can send them something right in the message box where they're talking to you and say, here is an offer for everything you need. The price is right. All the details are included here. Just click accept and pay, and we are ready to go. You have a much higher likelihood of converting that conversation to a sale. Every single time it converts higher, it makes the purchasing process easier, and you should use it whenever you possibly can. But there's a caveat to that because a lot of sellers jump out there with the custom offer before it's time, before the conversation has matured to that point. You have to wait for the right moment to offer the custom offer and to give that opportunity to close. You have to have answered all their questions, made them comfortable with your service, made sure that it fits their purpose and their price point so that when you send an offer, it's for the right turnaround time, the right cost, you're meeting their needs. You don't want to have to send an offer and then have them say, well, I don't want that. Why would I want that? And you've stepped back a few steps in the process. So make sure it's at the right time in the process. Don't send them too early. Don't send them without context. In fact, one rule that we like to use on our team is that we ask for permission to send custom offers before we do. Why do we do that? You might be asking yourself, why would you do that? Why do you need permission? You could just send it. The reason we do that is because if we get a buyer to say, yes, send me the offer, they're going to accept that 99% of the time. We walk them through, answer all their questions, give them all the information they need, and we say, does that answer all your questions? Do you have anything more that we can answer for you? Any other things you're wondering about? And if you're ready, can we send you a custom offer to make ordering easy? That's a common phrase that we use. Are you ready to place an order? Can we send this over? So if we get them in that conversation mode to say, yeah, go ahead and send that over. Even if they're not ready to purchase right there, sometimes they might say, yeah, go ahead and send it. I need to get this approved with my higher ups. Maybe it's a company and they need approval on it. Or, yeah, I need to get the company card to place the order. But they have it 99% of the time. When you ask permission before sending an offer and get them to shake their head yes, they will follow through with that purchase. And it makes every offer you send more effective. Now, when you send the offer, you should make sure that you're sending the offer with all the details of what the offer includes. And Fiverr actually includes the opportunity for you to check certain things, gig extras that you have listed on your page, and how they're included within the offer that you're sending. So I'll use my voice over gig, my voice acting gig as an example. It's one that we can designate, hey, this offer includes a voiceover of up to this many words or this long of a voiceover. It includes, if it's background music, you can check that box. It'll say it includes background. If it includes commercial rights, you can check that box. That's one way to do it, and say all the details for this offer are outlined below, and it'll list all of those things right underneath your message and the price of the offer. It'll list all of those things. The second way to do it is to not use any of those check boxes, but to simply describe all of that in your written message. Say, hey, here's a custom offer for a voiceover of up to 150 words. This includes commercial rights and background music. So just accept this offer and we'll be ready to go. The reason that's important is because if there's any confusion after the fact, well, I thought this included that. I thought it included this package, or I thought, you had a gold package where you did 10 revisions and you're saying I only get 2. If you didn't address that within your custom offer, if those details aren't included, you have nothing to fall back on. And when you're sending someone something so customized and they're not placing the order with the details right under it, you need to make sure and list out everything included in some way. Choose a method that works best. We tend to use the check boxes of our gig extras, the things included, and use it that way, and don't use the message text. But if your offering is simple, I think using the message text to describe, here's what this includes, here, maybe how many revisions or what level of service, it all needs to be explained and outlined so that whoever is purchasing knows this is what I'm getting and this is what I'm paying for, and it's clear and there's no question. And if there is a question later, you have that offer to fall back on. Say, this is the offer you accepted. It said you get this many words, or you get this level of service, or whatever it is. It's outlined, so you have that to fall back on. So make sure that you outline everything you need to when sending the custom offer. And then if someone doesn't accept the custom offer within 24 hours, be sure to check in with them. You don't want to just send a custom offer and let it go out into the ether, into space, and just sit there. Those are people that were interested enough that if you did it right, gave you permission to send them an offer, said, yeah, please go ahead and do it. You answered their questions. It's perfectly fine to follow up with them and ask them, hey, did you get the offer that I sent over? Are you ready to get started? If so, just hit accept. In fact, my team and I do this every couple days. Try not to be a pest about it, really doing it every 10 minutes. Hey, did you get this? Did you get this? Did you get this? But doing it every 24, 48 hours, following up just in a way to say, hey, did this come through? Because I know we had a conversation and everything was flowing, and then all of a sudden I didn't hear from you. And it'll allow you to do two things. Number one, it'll allow you to know if they've decided not to go with you, which sometimes happens. They may ask for a custom offer, and in the process, they're talking to other buyers. They might decide to go with someone else, and they're not going to go with you. Or that if they just need more time, maybe they're getting approval or getting a card or something like that to put it through, you'll know where they are. These are people that you're invested in, you've given your time to. You've taken them farther down the funnel. And the farther down the funnel you get them, the more likely they are to make that purchase. And so it's okay to follow up with them. In fact, I would say unaccepted custom offers are your hottest leads, and they're where you should start every day. So make sure you follow up with them and be persistent, but also polite in that process. Hey, thanks again for joining us here on Fiverr Talks. If you didn't know, we do new videos every Monday and Wednesday right here on YouTube. They're great, they're fun, they're just like this. We're helping you to become the best Fiverr seller you can possibly be. And if you're looking to dive deeper for less than the price of 1 gig sold a month, that's a Fiverr, you can join us on patreon.com, at patreon.com/DJYoung for a deeper dive. It's there that I'll answer your questions. I'm doing exclusive content every Friday, and it's so much deeper than this. We're going deep. I'm telling personal stories, anecdotes, all these cool things, and I'm answering your questions in the comments. You can send a message, I'll respond. We're developing a much tighter-knit community over there, in the hopes that as this community grows, I can devote more time to helping those who are up-and-coming sellers or trying to really refine their game as a seller and grow a real business on Fiverr. So join us over there for the exclusive videos every Friday, and then we've got the YouTube channel here every Monday and Wednesday, so make sure you subscribe down below, hit the bell to get notified every time we put out a new video. You don't want to miss it, because Fiverr can change your life. I am 100% a believer in that. It has changed mine, and I want to help as many people as possible out there to work the way they want, to have the life they want, so they can live and give like no one else one day, as my friend Dave Ramsey says. So until next time, keep doing, because the future favors the doers.